Imagine waking up one morning, reaching for your phone and realizing that everything has fallen apart. Your bank account is empty. Your investments have collapsed. You check your emails, your company is downsizing, and your position has been eliminated. Rent is due, your bills are stacking up, and suddenly, the financial security you once took for granted is gone. What would you do? Would you panic? Would you scramble to find a solution? Or would you remain calm because you had already prepared for this moment? Most people never think about worst-case scenarios. They assume life will always move forward as it has. They live in denial, believing that bad things happen only to other people, until the day disaster strikes and they have no plan. But the most successful individuals, the ones who thrive in uncertainty, do something different. They prepare for the worst before it ever happens. This is the power of negative visualization. It is not about being pessimistic. It is not about expecting failure. It is about anticipating obstacles before they appear, so you are never caught off guard. It is about building a financial, mental, and emotional fortress around your life so that no crisis can destroy you. In this video, we will explore 5 powerful ways to use negative visualization to bulletproof your success, protect your finances, and develop unshakable mental resilience. Because while problems in life are inevitable, being blindsided by them is a choice. Point 1. Why successful people expect failure before it happens. Most people believe success comes from relentless optimism. They assume that if they just think positively, everything will work out. But real success is not built on blind optimism. It is built on preparedness. Take the greatest entrepreneurs, investors, and leaders in history. They did not assume everything would go smoothly. They anticipated failure. Elon Musk, when launching Tesla and SpaceX, did not plan for success. He assumed his companies would fail. He mapped out every worst-case scenario, supply chain issues, market downturns, technological failures, so that when these problems inevitably arose, he was already 10 steps ahead. The same applies to financial success. The wealthy do not assume their income will last forever. They prepare for market crashes, recessions, and job losses. They do not spend as if they will always earn the same amount. Instead, they build buffers, diversify their income streams, and ensure that even if they lost everything tomorrow, they would still have a plan. Think about your own situation. If you lost your primary source of income today, how long could you survive? If your investments collapsed overnight, would you have a backup strategy? If you do not like your answers to these questions, it is time to start thinking like the wealthy. It is time to prepare for failure before it happens, because the people who do are the ones who always land on their feet. Point 2. How negative visualization builds financial resilience. Financial insecurity does not come from how much money you make. It comes from how well you prepare for financial downturns. And the most effective way to build financial resilience is by using negative visualization to simulate worst-case scenarios. The ultra-wealthy never assume that their current financial situation will last forever. They operate under the belief that a financial crash is inevitable. This is why they live below their means, even when they don't have to. Look at Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, yet he still lives in the same modest home he bought in 1958. He does not spend lavishly because he understands that financial security comes from discipline, not income. Diversify their income. They do not rely on one paycheck or one investment. They spread their wealth across multiple sources, so that if one fails, they have others to fall back on. Always have cash reserves. While the average person spends everything they make, the wealthy keep enough liquidity to survive any downturn. Now ask yourself, if you lost your job tomorrow, how long could you maintain your lifestyle? If the stock market crashed next week, how much would you lose? Negative visualization forces you to confront these questions so that you can take action before disaster strikes. The time to prepare is not when things go wrong, it is before they ever do. Point 3. Training your mind for crisis before it happens. Beyond finances, negative visualization is a powerful tool for mental toughness. Most people break down under pressure because they have never trained themselves to handle crisis. But the most resilient individuals, the ones who thrive in uncertainty, mentally rehearse difficult situations before they ever happen. The Navy SEALs, one of the most elite military forces in the world, use this principle in their training. They do not wait until they are in combat to face high-stress situations. They simulate worst-case scenarios, lack of oxygen, extreme cold, total exhaustion, so that when they face real danger, they have already built the mental resilience to handle it. You can do the same in your life. Instead of avoiding negative thoughts, engage with them. Each morning, ask yourself, what if I lost my job today? What if my biggest investment failed? What if I had to start over from nothing? When you train your mind to face these scenarios in a controlled setting, you remove their power over you. Fear is strongest when it is unknown, but once you analyze it, it loses its grip. Point 4. Using negative visualization to eliminate fear and anxiety. Most people believe that avoiding fear makes them stronger. But psychology proves the opposite. Studies show that exposing yourself to fearful thoughts in a controlled way actually reduces anxiety over time. Think about how horror movies work. The scariest moment is always before you see the monster. But once it is on screen, once you analyze its weaknesses, it becomes far less terrifying. Fear in real life works the same way. If you are afraid of losing money, visualize it happening, then build a strategy to recover revenue. If you fear rejection, imagine the worst-case scenario, then realize that even if it happens, you will still be okay. Fear thrives in avoidance, but when you force yourself to confront it, you build confidence. The more you practice negative visualization, the less power fear has over you. Point 5. How to apply negative visualization daily. Negative visualization is not a one-time exercise. It is a daily practice that can transform the way you approach life. Here's how to implement it. Start every morning with a what-if exercise. Spend 5 minutes visualizing a worst-case scenario and brainstorming how you would handle it. Write down your backup plans. Have at least 3 contingency plans for your finances, career, and personal life. Build resilience. If you fear job loss, upskill. If you fear financial collapse, increase your savings. If you fear failure, expose yourself to small risks regularly. By making negative visualization a habit, you create a life where no crisis can shake you, because you have already prepared for it. You now understand the power of negative visualization. You see how it can transform your finances, build mental resilience, and eliminate fear. But this is just the beginning. If you truly want to develop an unshakable mindset, you need to take this one step further. That's why I've created another video that dives deeper into how to rewire your brain for success. Click here to watch The Art of Saying No, how to set boundaries without feeling guilty and take control of your future today. Because those who prepare for the worst are the ones who rise to the top.